Tony Khan, I've said it here, and I don't know him that well personally. I've only had a couple conversations with him. I've only worked for him once, I believe. Technically, I got paid twice because they paid me to not, like, when they canceled the one thing, but half of my pay. But like, it was so weird how they made a big deal out of, like, we paid him. I'm like, what the hell was that about? But it was half the pay that we agreed upon. But they did pay me half. They are emotional. They take it personal. It's a business, and I've always said they got to answer to the numbers. They got to answer to the numbers, and that's happening right now. They have he hired all these people from a good heart. I don't think it was any ill intent or anything like that, or I don't even want to say it was being naive. I want to say it was just he had a good heart. He wanted to help people out. He wanted to build a great company. He wanted to push independent, talented wrestlers, like, you know, guys that are getting overlooked. He likes to find a diamond in the rough. Like, he would let you Sparkles go, oh, I see something in Sparkles. They were going to call him Sparkles, and blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, you're the new Sammy Guevara, or whatever his name is. Sammy Guevara, all right? Which is a great guy, too, Sammy Guevara. Great dude, talented. But, I mean, he likes to find talent and push it, much like MLW does, too. MLW likes to find diamonds in the rough and, like, they bet on them. They gamble on their instincts and these guys' is talent that they see. So he's done that. He's hired all these people, but then what he sees maybe necessarily in the business world and money and the fans, they're not seeing. So he's got all these guys. So then he had to go and bring all these people that he wasn't going to bring over that got let go from WWE. It's like WWE kind of know. They're like, oh, here, take our guys. We're going to let them go because we know you're going to give them a job. So they're going to get hired over there. So we know they're taken care of. We got a retirement plan for them. It's called AEW. And then they go over to AEW, and now the roster's all bloated, and Vince is probably going, like, these guys, how long can he float all these guys? Which he can't. And unfortunately, you hear rumors of these releases, like that are contracts that are expiring, not releases, but contracts that are expiring. Rumors of, like, Brian Cage. You see Leo Rush on February 14th. Marco Stunt, we said earlier. Somebody else, and I'm sure it's going to go on and on and on. And I've said this a couple weeks ago, and it's coming around, it's happening, or I said it a couple months ago, or I've said it for the last 3 months or 4 months or something. That you got to answer to the numbers, and it's a business. He did it out of his heart in all good intent. I think he's a great person for it. He has a happy locker room, but that locker room's going to turn on him when they start getting like not everybody's going to be happy when they go because. There's only so many spots out there. There's so many companies. You got Game Changer. They're coming on, but they're building their guys. They got people they're bringing up. They've already spotted people that weren't on the radar at AEW. They're bringing in from out of Vegas and California and different places that are moving up. So these people, when they do go, they're going to find there's not that many spots out there in the open market. There's a lot of wrestling out there, but it doesn't mean there's that many spots, or they're not going to get the money they're asking. Some of these guys are asking a lot of money. Yeah. Some of them are asking, I'm not going to say names, but there's guys that I know that are like a $300 value, if that, asking for $1,500 and $2,000 as they come out. Like, but that $1,500 and $2,000 is going to drop to $500 to $300 in like a year. It's not going to keep happening. They're only going to find a select few people that pay that. So it's all these fluctuations in the market of wrestling. Like, my rates have gone up because these guys are driven their shit up so high. I can put mine up, and it doesn't even look bad. You're like, oh, great, Gangrel, cool. Like, because unfortunately, and I'm not saying I draw or anything, but a lot of the old Attitude Era guys, like if Jeff Jarrett was still wrestling, or if X-Pac comes back and starts wrestling again, Billy Gunn, for example, he's AEW, but they're still drawing places. They're going to draw. And there's very few left from that era. So the people that are bringing their kids to the show were kids in the Attitude Era, right? So they were watching wrestling then. So they're still a fan. This is them reliving their childhood and saying to my kids, hey, this is Dad's favorite wrestler. I love this guy. DX, suck it, and this and that. Yeah. And so they're passing that on generationally. So these other guys are going to find it hard in a sense because their TV time really dropped from AEW because they just started putting they still have the Dark, they're taping Universal and different things like that, but I don't necessarily see that. Maybe the internet world does, but I think they're going to find it really hard to transition out of that, unless they land a spot and like TNA or GCW, one of the up and coming companies. Not TNA's not up and coming; they've been around forever, different names, but Impact or whatever it's called now, Impact. Impact. But they're gonna find a really, I believe, really hard transition, and it's gonna the market. AEW is bloated, but all of a sudden the indie market's gonna be bloated again with choices, but they're not going to be able to get that money that they think they're going to get, and it's just going to get ugly, and people are going to get their feelings hurt, and they're going to start turning on each other. Like everybody, they just everybody always has to point a finger like this. It's like one finger this way, but it's never right back at them. There's never no thumbs right back at the person that's standing in the mirror. Like, and it's not their fault either, though. But you have to know. I mean, they say you got to know your value. Don't undersell yourself, but don't oversell yourself either. Yeah. So it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be very interesting. 2022 out there, and maybe it's a good year for me to get out. So get out while I still have my sanity and my pride. So
sanity.
Well, I lost sanity a long time ago. All right, go on. Let's get sanity. You just keep reading. You just get in that box and keep reading.
All right, I got you.
You got shit. You just keep reading.